Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen if you didn't know, and welcome if you're new here. Sorry, there's like an ant crawling on my window. Oh, I don't like that. Anyways, today is Friday and I have it off of work, which is really nice. And I decided to do like this is terrible lighting, a follow me along type of vlog today. Because I'm going to have lunch things with my friends today, and I don't really know what else I'm doing, but I was like, hey, that'd be kind of fun to do this kind of thing and make it into kind of like a reading vlog maybe. I'm not sure. But I am excited about that. So today, right now, I'm getting ready. And I'm going to do a little bit of filming as well because I'm behind. Very behind due to my new job. So I need to do that and do some laundry and then go. So I'm gonna take you along with me. So I wanted to just go over some of the books that I have going for this weekend. My hair is so short that I had to try and put it up somehow. It is going to be over 38 degrees Celsius today where I live, which is awful. Anything over 25 degrees, I just want to die. So I'm wearing the lightest thing I own, which I might go change and put on a different dress, but right now it's fine. So I had to somehow braid my hair back out of my face because I can't put it up. My hair's too short. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling and show you the books. So number one, and definitely the most important on my list, is finishing Circe, because I'm doing a wonderful read along with Kalyn abridged. I will link her account down, or her channel down underneath in the description bar. And currently I am 168 pages in, and I'll share my thoughts I think for a little bit later, but it's okay. It's not, I'm not like super entranced by it, which is really disappointing to me. The second book that I am halfway through, I am actually halfway through on audiobook, which is Priory of the Orange Tree. So you see I have my little marker here. I am 460 pages in and I'm loving this book. It is so beefy and I've been going through it for months now. I don't even remember when I started this book, but because it's so thick, I just have been reading other books in between it, but I'm really excited to keep going on this. The audiobook is amazing. The narrator, I want to find every audiobook that she has done to listen to it because her voice is amazing and so soothing. And then the third book that I am in the middle of is Game of Thrones. I guess I'm not in the middle of, I'm like a fifth of the way through? Sure, we'll say a fifth of the way through. And I'm really enjoying being back in this world. I've read this book 3 times now. This is my 3rd time, and I've only managed to get through halfway of the second book, which I want to change. I really want to be able to get through this series. I'm so intrigued by the world that because the books are so big, I get really scared. I really hate when my Siri does that. So I've got my laundry going. I'm going to quickly make a breakfast and then I'm going to film a few videos. I think I'm going to film like a recent reads again, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I gotta go through my list of videos that I can film because I need to do them quicker and I need to have a few of them backlogged for this month as I get used to being at a new job. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's now a fair amount later. I barely filmed anything at the restaurant because, you know, I got there and had to wait a half hour for my friends to come because things just got in the way. So I ended up reading, and I brought with me our book
club pick because my friends and I are doing a book club, which is really fun. And our first one is, we can't even see the title, The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins, which is really exciting because I've had this on my shelf for a long time and I've heard wonderful things about it. Also, yes, I did change, and earlier I filmed 2.5 videos. My camera lost battery halfway through the last one, so I don't know if that saved or not because I've never done that before. But it's now charged. I'm looking at my battery on the wall there. It's now completely charged, so I think I'm gonna put all the footage into my computer and edit that up for today. Hopefully get up a video tonight maybe, or schedule it for tomorrow morning, which would be really lovely to do. And then I believe I'm just going to do some reading. I don't know if I'm going to continue, I don't know which one I'm going to continue with. I have now 4 books on the go. I have Priory, I have Game of Thrones, and I have Cersei and The Moonstone now. And I really want to read like a cutesy contemporary, but I want to finish something first. So, and honestly, last night reading Cersei, I read the first chunk of this last night, and it took me so long to get through that. I think it's because even though like the writing is okay and it's pretty fast to read, like the words are kind of small on the page and it's just dense, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just not in the mood for Cersei, who knows, but I will finish it eventually. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I will catch up with you guys later. T-shirt towel I have on my head. I just showered and washed my hair. It is now Saturday, and it's a lot cooler today, which I'm very happy about. And apparently it's gonna be like kind of gloomy, stormy all day, so prime reading weather, isn't it? Last night I spent a few hours getting through another chunk of Cersei. So I read from chapter 15, which is the spot that we had to stop for the buddy read, and now I'm on chapter 21, Roman numerals. Chapter 21, I'm on page 249, and it is starting to grow on me more than I originally thought. So I really love Greek mythology. I always have. I studied it in university. I've been really obsessed with it since I was like a small child, and I was going into this book expecting so much, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it so much. I think that tainted my reading experience of it because I expected so much of it, but it is quite... I am liking it. I am liking the story. Cersei, the character, is really badass. She's really strong, but she also puts herself through so much crap. And I really don't like the gods in the beginning of this story, because, you know, gods are just selfish, and how they are in this, they all seem like psychopaths, and they're self-centered, and they thrive when another god is going through pain. So there's a moment in here where Prometheus, his punishment is being started by Zeus. If you didn't know, he's punished because he gives fire and all this stuff to mortals. And Zeus is like, no, why you do that to me?
you steal from me, no. So then he gets dragged through all the worlds by one of the fates and whipped continuously by her. And then he's hung on a rock and has his liver eaten out of him every day by an eagle. And then it regrows back because he's a god, and then it gets eaten out of him again the next day. And it continues and continues. But Circe sees Prometheus when he comes to her father Helios's house, castle, whatever it is. And he's whipped for them all to see. And the way that the gods react to the pain is that they're just like, it's a show for them. They're obsessed with it. They think it's hilarious. And then they get bored of it. Because, as gods do, they like things that are novel. But, yeah. So, I'm really enjoying it so far. And the first half of the book is like when Circe is a child and is going through her life then. And then she turns this guy named Glaucus into a god because she wants to live with him forever. But then he's like, ha! I'm a god now. Psych! See ya, Circe. You're awful. And so then she confesses to this to her father. She's like, I did this to him, and then I turned the girl who he wanted to marry into a monster, and the girl the nymph he wanted to marry was named Scylla. And if you know, Scylla is the monster in the Odysseus story who like attacks people from her cliff or whatever, and she's got a million legs and a million arms and heads and all this kind of stuff. So Circe turned a nymph into that. And she confesses to this crime, and so her dad's like, all my 4 children from this lady are witches, but only Circe confessed to wanting to do this and seeking out the power to do it. But Aeetes, Perses, and Pasiphae found it on accident, so they're all okay. They're fine. But Circe, she's gonna be punished because Zeus is angry at me for having kids who can do witchcraft. So then she gets sent to an island all on her own, which I think was best for her because she needed to get away from that toxic family. But now she's become trapped on this island, which she makes her own and all that kind of stuff. But, and then she kind of gets like, there's a point where her sister Pasiphae, has Daedalus, another figure of myth, come and pick her up from her island and bring her to her because she's having a baby and the baby like won't come out of her, and she has Daedalus cut it out of her and then has Circe reach in and grab it, and it's the Minotaur. And if you know that myth, that is when Pasiphae basically has Daedalus build her a fake bull so she can go out and see this magical bull and then gets impregnated by it, basically. And she's like, Pasiphae's an awful human. She's not human. An awful personality. She's just ridiculous, but she has motives of her own, so it works. And then so much other stuff happens in this. So we go through basically like Greek history in this, which is really fascinating to me, and the writing is really beautiful. I just find it that I'm going through it so slowly. Like, I thought originally when I had to get to page 160 something, which is chapter 15, I was like, oh, I can do that in a night. That's only 167 pages. It's so fast. But this, it took me like 5 hours to get through 100 pages, which is ridiculous. And that's with constant reading. So I don't know if it's just because the story's fine. I lose myself in the story. It's just, I feel sluggish reading this. I don't know. But I'm going to continue to read that at some point today. And I also have my stack of books over there on my bedside table. I got Priory, Game of Thrones, and I have The Moonstone. And then I have another book under it that I don't think I'm going to read. It's for the bookmarked club, like a reread of The Clockwork Angel. I just have so much else that I want to read, and I've already read it a few years ago, so I don't think I'm going to get to it. And then I just have a beautiful stack of rainbow contemporary romance novels next to me because I just took a picture from my Bookstagram, and I really, really want to read these. I want to read something light and fluffy in like one sitting. Anyways, you guys are probably tired of looking at my towel on my shirt on my head, so I'm gonna leave it here and I will update you guys in a bit. Home now after running to my students to teach her for an hour, and then Mom and I went out and did some running around. I got some new bras. It's a good day. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Probably read or watch a booktube. Hey guys, it's not much later, but I just watched a video from Britt. Basically Britt. Yeah, that's her channel name. I'm really bad at remembering channel names. And she announced a readathon that she's doing in July. It's a 24-hour readathon, and it's going to be my very first readathon, and I'm putting it on my calendar, and I really want to try and do it. But I'm sorry about the lawnmower. The one thing that she has said, the one challenge, is to read a book that's been on my TBR for years. Now, I don't know which one to choose because I have so many. So here's a brief overview of my shelves. These are two of the bigger Billy bookcases. Sorry about the mess underneath. And then I have two more over here, but these aren't my books really. I mean, the top shelf it's all my classics, but then like this is my parents', and then it just goes into like photo albums and old school books down in the bottom there and stuff like that. So I'm gonna stick to these, I think, and I don't know what to do. Do I do a classics book that's been on my TBR for years? Because these have been on my TBR for literally years, because I'm a collector, not a reader of classics, usually, unless I have to read them for class. Or do I choose one that's been on my TBR for years that's regular literature? That doesn't sound right. That is like either YA or adult or something. So let's, I think the best thing to do would probably be to like pick or just like figure out the ones that are my ones that I haven't read yet. So let's do that. Starting at the top here, I have read most of these, or I'm not in the mood to really read them right now. That's literally my only reasoning. So down here, the two that I pulled out that are possibilities are Graceling. This is probably the oldest book on my shelf that I haven't read, because when I was younger, I got about that far through, and I just never picked it up. I had a habit of doing that when I was younger, just like really loving the book, but then just never picking it up. I also have Roar. It's been on my shelf for a few years. And then I have Land of Stories, which is a middle grade by Chris Colfer. Down here I have Truth Witch and The Glass Bear. And then I also have Wildwood, which is another middle grade. What do I have down here? So these two, I have Queen of the Tearling, put that there, and then I had Reign of Shadows as well that I have not picked or have not read. And then I also have Nevernight from here. I mean, like, I have a million other books that I haven't read on the shelf. It's just the ones that I'm like, maybe. Like, I have back here the entire Outlander series. I've read the first one. I haven't read the second one, but like, I don't think I'm gonna do that in 24 hours. I also have Landmine by Rainbow Rowell that's been on my TBR shelf for a long time. And I also have, so for classics, I have Tennant of Woodfell Hall by Anne Bronte. This one has been on my shelf for a while, and I've been wanting to read more Bronte books for a while, so if I decide on a classic, I think it'll be this one. And then very last, I have
The Last Olympian from the Percy Jackson series, because this is the only book from that series that I have not read because I have an issue about ending series. But I don't think I'm going to pick this one because this one is actually, I'm thinking about doing a vlog where I reread the entire Percy Jackson series just for like an experiment. So I don't think I'm going to do that one. So I'm going to narrow this. I can't do this one-handed. So, excuse the incredibly terrible lighting. Where's the light? Ugh, not even any better. So I'm going to pick a few of them, and then I'm going to let you guys and on Instagram help me choose. I'm not sure which one I'm kind of leaning towards right now because I'm a big mood reader, and I don't know. But yeah, so this is gonna be my tentative list of books to choose from for Basically Britt's 24-hour readathon. I'm gonna link the video down below if you guys want to join, because it's I think July 6th, which is a Saturday, so it gives you a lot of time to choose, which is why I'm choosing now. I was originally gonna choose from this shelf because this is my TBR shelf, but here's the thing, these are all new. And they're all more recent. Like, I literally looked at this and I'm like, I don't know any of these have been on here for any longer than like 6 months. I mean, Lethal White has been on here since it came out, which was last year, I believe. But yeah, all of these are new to me books, so can't pick any of them. So we're gonna have a lovely stack to choose from. This now on my bed because I have nowhere else to put them in my room. Yes, because all the books in here are either Harry Potter, ones I've read and loved, Lord of the Rings, my Jane Austen collection, or new books to me because I just pile books everywhere now because I don't have enough shelf space, which is a problem because as you've seen, I have a lot of shelves. Hey guys, I still have not left my room. I sat on my bed and started watching Reagan's Scotland vlog, and it's giving me such wanderlust. I just want to go and explore the world, but I cannot because I am broke, 1, and 2, just started a new job, and 3, have no time. One day I will take off a month and go, because since I live in Canada and I've never been overseas, I would like to hit a lot of spots. I guess if you're just doing Scotland, then you'd only really need a week. But I want to do like Scotland, Ireland, and England, like a whole thing, so that you need a lot of time for. I started this clip for a different reason than to tell you my travel woes. I realized that I have not updated you on any of my reading at all. So I'm planning on reading Circe this weekend for sure. And I've decided to kind of leave Priory and Game of Thrones for like a little bit because they're so big. I'm just gonna have to keep working through them. And Priory's like my audiobook read, so I can do that in my car on the way to work and home from work, and sometimes at work if I'm doing stuff that I can like shut off my brain for. And I do have the Moonstone, but I want to wait until I'm done Circe to like hash out the Moonstone with like an audiobook to like really get chunks done and stuff like that. And I'm not really in the mood for classic right at this moment. So I have my bright and colorful romantic reads that I'm very excited to get into. So I have 4 choices. I have Love from A to Z by S.K. Ali, and I just picked this one up from the store like literally 2 days ago because I have no willpower. I saw it and I was like, I heard this is good, I'm gonna get it. I also have Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I'm very excited for as well. It's very gay, very cute apparently, so I'm into it. I also have The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. And I haven't heard much about this, but it just sounded cute. like the little thing at the top, it's like a little vow thing. It says, I vow to take thee as my date, to pretend to have and to hold, from rehearsal dinner to reception end, till Sunday do us part. So it's like a fake date trope. I love those. I love those. And then I also have Sophie Kinsella's 20s Girl, which is a story about Lara Langton, who is a 20-something young woman who gets haunted, basically, by her great aunt Sadie, and they go on, like, adventures, I guess. I don't know. It sounds cute, too, but I'm not sure which one I want to read yet. So I think I'm going to finish watching Reagan's vlog, and then I'm going to probably pick up... My heart is telling me either Red, White, and Royal Blue or 20s Girl. So I am going to leave it up to an Instagram poll and update you guys later to which one I'm going to read. So it's been like 20 minutes and I checked the poll and it's literally 7-0 for Red, White, and Royal Blue. So this is the one I'm going to pick up today. It is now, I don't even know what time it is. 12:38, midnight. It's late, and all I've been doing is reading Red, White, and Royal Blue. And can you tell I love it? Oh, my heart is aching at this. I am that far away from being done. But it's like 100 pages, I think. Just over 100 pages. And this book is so good. It is just... I will be doing a video about this very soon. It's so good. It's cute, it's funny as hell, and it's sexy, but also really, like, intimate instead of just being, like, smutty. And it's everything. It is everything, and it's very gay, and it's very cute, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna go to sleep now and hopefully wake up at some point tomorrow that's a decent time. And I hope I plan on finishing Circe tomorrow, hopefully. I'm also going out for dinner with my friend. We are celebrating because of my graduation and my new job, and she just got into the program that she's wanted to be in, which is super exciting. So we're gonna go do that tomorrow night. I'm tired and my sticky notes just fell on the floor. Anyways, I'm rambling. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, friends. It's now Sunday, and it's a beautiful day. It's very sunny, as you can tell from the extreme backlight, but it's not going to be super hot today. I think the high is like 20, so good. I'm rocking second day hair, and it doesn't look too bad. It's a little frizzy, but whatever at this point. Anyways, so today Mom and I are gonna go run around a little bit in the city, and then when I get back, I'm gonna do some reading, I guess. Hopefully get the last few pages of Circe done. I think I have 100 pages left of that, I'm not sure. And then I'm going out for dinner with my friend somewhere. I haven't talked to her yet today, so we'll have to figure that out. But I will take you, no, I won't take you along with me. But I will update you guys later. coming in with an update. I just finished Seriously. I just put it across my room. Oh my goodness, this doesn't help me at all, does it? Okay, so I just finished Seriously. And I gave it a 4-star on my Instagram because right now Goodreads is down, which is bizarre. I guess they're doing maintenance or something, I don't know. But I think it's more like a 3.75 for me. I don't know, I expected so much going in, and it was a fabulously written story, and it was just so intriguing with the look into myth and everything. I just think I expected too much from it. And that kind of tainted my read of it, but I enjoyed it. Interesting thing though, as I was going through it, I noticed that Miller actually sticks pretty close to the myths, the bones of them at least. I'm not like super versed in the Cersei myth as I should be, but what I did notice is she changes the ending, which I find interesting, and I would love to hear her reasoning behind it, because the original myth ending is that, I'm going to put a little spoilers thing up here, so if you want to mute it, you can, but the original myth ending is that Cersei marries Telemachus and Penelope marries Telegonus, and then the three mortals, Telegonus, Penelope, and Telemachus, become gods. Like, she makes them gods, basically, but that's not how it ends in this. And I find that really interesting, why she would change that. I mean, I guess it does speak to Cersei's humanity and the arc that she goes through as a character, which merits this book a lot more praise than I'm giving it right now, is the character arc that Cersei goes through. It's incredible. Even though she's a god, she learns so much, even though it's through a very extended amount of time. But I would actually argue that she learns more when she's doing what mortals do, like mortal women do. Like, she has a baby, so in that amount of time that she has Telegonus and she mothers him for basically 16 years, she learns more than she ever had in her godly life. And then when she has to let him go, and when she meets Telemachus and Penelope, she learns more about herself, really. And I mean, like, she learns a lot about herself being on the island on her own in general anyways, but I think this book merits a much deeper talk with people who have read it. And so I'm going to definitely talk to my friend about it, because she's read this a long time ago and she loves it. And then I'm also going to wait until everybody in my buddy read has finished so I can hear their thoughts and their reasoning behind how they feel about it. But yes, so I finished this weekend, which is really exciting. I managed to finish a book. I haven't finished a book in a little while. I don't know how many pages I read today, but it was over 100, or like just 100 kind of thing. And then to finish out the weekend, I am on page 293 of Red, White, and Royal Blue. And there are 418 pages in there, so there's still over 100 pages left of my Red, White, and Royal Blue read. But I managed to read 292 pages this weekend of this one, literally just yesterday. If I had started it earlier in the day, I guarantee you I would have finished this last night, but it was late and I wanted to do that. So that is my reading weekend and my vlog. I'm going to end it here because this week is going to be busy. Tomorrow I have a full working day, and Tuesday I have a full working day, and Wednesday I have a full working day, and then I have Thursday and Friday still working in the morning. But I don't know how much I'm gonna get reading in, but I hope you enjoyed this weekend reading vlog, and I will catch you soon in another video. Stay kind and keep on reading.